1 week away from the Arizona Cardinals preseason game, the Arizona Cardinals are continuing to add pieces onto this 2023 roster. Let's talk about the latest addition, bolstering our running back core. Let's dive right into it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. We got so many people hovering over this channel and are not hitting that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, join the community. It's absolutely for free. Just go hit that red button. Just go and subscribe it up. Turn on that post notification bell on so you're aware of when, Arizona Cardinal news drops, so definitely go and subscribe it up. Let's talk about the latest breaking news from the Arizona Cardinals. We ended up getting a tweet from Adam Schefter, and it says this: veteran running back Marlon Mack signed a 1-year contract Friday with the Arizona Cardinals, a week before the team's preseason opener. Now, this right here is huge to me. I always felt like the Arizona Cardinals were going to make moves maybe a little more into training camp. It was just kind of bound to happen, right? We ended up hearing Monty Osenfort saying that we wanted to kind of see who we have right now, and I think preseason was a big test to find out where we need the most help at. Now, it seems like the Arizona Cardinals are really feeling the idea of getting more running back help at this very moment, because we did hear Jonathan Gannon ended up saying that we're going to be running the ball a lot. And I think that right there is kind of a testament on its own that the Arizona Cardinals are not kind of happy with who we have at this very moment. So right now, obviously, we're sitting with James Conner. I don't think there's anybody out there saying that James Conner is not going to be our #1 running back. It's obvious, right? We got James Conner, we got Keontae Ingram, which is still a young running back. We ended up drafting him in the later rounds, but I don't know if he is going to shake out. Right now, he's listed as questionable, and we haven't really heard too much about him in training camp other than he's there, right? We also did sign Corey Kmet, and then we got Tyson Williams as well. Now, those seem to be our running backs as of right now. Now, looking at those names, I think it makes sense as terms of why we are adding Marlon Mack into this running back group. I do see him as a focal point, especially if we are going to be doing a running back committee type of running back situation. Now, I think that is going to be the shift that most NFL teams are shifting towards. We've seen it last year, and I think the Arizona Cardinals might be doing the same, where we're going to be having James Conner getting the bulk of the plays, but we're also going to be getting a very reliable running back as well in Marlon Mack coming in here on a 1-year deal. Now, Marlon Mack has spent some time with multiple other teams within the NFL. It seems like 2022 wasn't his best year. He ended up spending some time with the Houston Texans, the San Francisco 49ers, and then the Denver Broncos, and it seems like he didn't really make that much of a splash because it only accumulated over to 16 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. So it really wasn't anything where it's kind of screaming great numbers, right? His biggest time within the career of the NFL was his time with the Indianapolis Colts. He had a good majority of the workload with the Indianapolis Colts. Now, he did spend, I believe it was 2017 to 2021, if I'm not mistaken, over there, and his numbers were great. He seemed to be the #1 running back at one point, and then he ended up kind of splitting some carries here and there, but his total accumulative numbers with the Indianapolis Colts was 2,568 yards, 65 catches for 547 yards, and then scored 24 touchdowns, a total of 583 carries. So he was used a lot. He was used a lot with the Indianapolis Colts, and I think he definitely had a very, very good time with the Colts, but obviously after the time that he spent with about 3 teams, I think maybe a lot of people weren't really looking his way. Now, as of right now, he's still 27. Now, yes, I do realize that right now running backs in this market aren't really coveted to be very, I guess I'm not going to say useful, but like the way that teams are looking at them because of the market is showing that you can get a young running back in the draft and not pay him very much, and then them still doing at least 75% to what these superstars are doing. A lot of teams are kind of shying away towards paying the running backs big numbers out there, right? So I'm only assuming Marlon Mack is getting a 1-year deal. We actually know he's getting a 1-year deal, but I'm assuming it's not very expensive. Now, I know I already seen multiple people out there saying, why didn't the Arizona Cardinals get Kareem Hunt, right? I think one of the biggest reasons out there is because Kareem Hunt might be holding out for a little bit more than what a Marlon Mack is holding out for. So I think it was more of a cheaper deal to get a Marlon Mack. Would I be excited to get Kareem Hunt? Yes, of course, I absolutely would. I love Kareem Hunt, but I think with where we are at right now as an organization, we are trying to get the best value for our buck, and I think Marlon Mack will still get you a really good running back number 2 behind James Conner type of numbers for I'm assuming with what the Arizona Cardinals are going to pay him for this 1 year. So I'm excited about it. I do think that Marlon Mack is going to fit into this roster very good, especially because JG saying we're going to be running the ball a lot. It is going to be very telling to see how JG is going to use him, or I guess it's better to say how our offensive coordinator Drew Petzing is going to go ahead and use him. Are we indeed going to be seeing different packages, playing more under center? Are we going to start seeing more bootlegs, which is something that we've been wanting to see for a very long time, especially with Kyler Murray's abilities, his assets, and what he can actually bring onto the field. Now, obviously, Kyler Murray is not playing in the beginning of this year, but we do got some hope that maybe we're going to be seeing Clayton Tune, a young quarterback we drafted this last year, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be seeing that. Now, I think that because we are the plan is to run the ball more, at least that's what JG said. It is cool to see Marlon Mack coming in here and being that number 2 running back behind James Conner, giving him the opportunity to get a break, right? Get a breather, because yes, we do know that James Conner is going to be our number 1 running back, but how the way the NFL is shaking out with the running back by committee, I do think that bringing in Marlon Mack is a huge step for the Arizona Cardinals, and at the deal that we most likely got him in, I think it's an absolute no-brainer. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on this signing. Do you like the signing of Marlon Mack? Let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.